Hi everyone, it's Adrian. I wanted to do a video on decks that I'm using right now. I might add more in August, and I'm probably going to do another rotation going into the fall in regards to adding more decks in August. I know one of them, the Dark Days Tarot, which is based off of lunar cycles. I think that it would be really cool to use next month, but I would have to see because I usually use them when I feel like it's the right time to, and I try not to force it too much because of excitement. So this is going to be a tarot and oracle rotation that I'm showing you. So the first one is in this bag. And I am not in my house right now, or apartment, because it's laundry day and I'm at my boyfriend's mom's house, so I think his sister's home. But this is the Vision Quest Tarot. I'm sorry if I got a little awkward. But it's trimmed. When I first started trimming it, I was a little regretful because I didn't really like, I like how it faded out and it gave it more of a lighter energy to the cards, but I do like them trimmed. It took a while too because with the gradient effect it was a little difficult to get them even because I was doing it freehand. But it's Thoth based if you guys are interested in Thoth based decks. So the last one right here, and underneath, it's minimalistic. Well, it's Thoth based, so you could see the symbolism and the way that they're formatted. When you don't trim them, they have keywords at the bottom too. I really like using it more right now because since I've gotten the Sacred Path cards, it really opened my eyes up and taught me a lot of the meanings and symbols and teachings of the Native Americans. I really like that deck, and I'll show it next. It's very thin, but it's nice to travel with. So with this deck, it delves into the culture, and I try to find decks like that. It's hard for me to get something that I really like. I end up trading them a lot because the decks again don't get as much into the culture as I'd like them to. This comes with a book that's very helpful, and although I don't use the medicine cards with them, but I am going to show that after this, I do like how the Sacred Path cards teaches it. It makes it a lot smoother in the learning process with the images at the bottom, although you can read it without knowing them. The background information, it makes it a lot, well, really insightful. I may do another video on how I read cards. Basically, when I pull out cards, I get words in my head and then I integrate it into what the reading is and what the cards are, the meanings, the general meanings of the cards, and the symbols that stand out to me, and what I'm thinking at the time. So I'll show you the last card. Dreamtime. I get that a lot. So this one I saw off of Mary Bow's tarot channel. So it's M-A-R-E-E and then a space B-O-W is how I look her up. I'm not sure if that's how you spell her name with the 2 E's instead of the Y, but well, that's how it is on the YouTube channel. So before I get into the medicine cards, this is the book for the Sacred Path cards. This is dirty because when I get something, I guess I make it my own, and I highlight and, well, I don't have this highlighted, but the ones, well, let me get one that's highlighted. So neatness isn't really a priority to me, as long as I can make it personal in whatever way I can and relate to it. This is actually my favorite Native American deck because it teaches me the background information. So the next deck I'm showing is the vintage medicine cards, So that's the extra card. And there are blank cards that come with this. I really wanted this one because the colors are muted, and again, I was talking to Mary about it, and I feel like these suit me so much more because I had the newer version, but the colors were very vibrant for me, and I've been using these a lot lately. I'm very surprised that I'm using Oracle decks a lot more. It's part of the transformation for me because I'll use this as my last one, and this was at the bottom, so that is at the bottom. Because I honestly used to be a person that didn't like using Oracle decks, and I have said this time and time again that Tarot is a form of Oracle, but it just never really spoke to me, but now I find some that I like. So this is the Medicine Cards book, and this doesn't have the expansion. Well, it doesn't have the extra, well, the other cards added to it. So the other deck, I don't know if I mentioned this, has thinner cardstock. A little thicker than the Sacred Path cards. The Sacred Path cards are a step up from paper, which I know people don't really like, but I overlook it because it teaches me so much. And I've been feeling really native and tribal-esque lately because I don't know, I guess I'm connecting more to myself. And ancient wisdom is something that I've been really loving lately, and grounding and finding myself, because I've been going through processes. I think it's mainly with, I guess, bipolar depression, and especially because it's my first time living on my own, so I'm learning a lot of things and going through the process of learning. And I guess it's part of the relationships too that I have, the ones that I'm like, they could be better but they're not, and wanting to be with my family in California, but I'm from New Jersey, but they moved to California, just to have like the support and feeling like I have that support with me. So it's still something to get used to, and I'm still contemplating on whether or not I'm going to go off to college because I finished my trade school. Now I'm gonna go to college for my parents and where I want to go, because I'm thinking about going to into an international school. So it's I'm a bit indecisive right now. But anyway, these are my Osho Zen cards. I found this case in Savers. I did edge it in red. It was either edging it in red or black. I decided with edging it in red because the borders are black, but I don't want to trim them. So this is one of those, this deck is one of those everyday decks for me. So I really like the messages to them. It's not my favorite artwork, so it's not exactly in my top 10. I do have some more slots to fill with my top 10, and I've said before, I do take it very seriously because I don't want to change it up, because I want to stay loyal to the decks that I've given that place to. But it's more of an Asian, and I'm thinking Aboriginal. The artist is Australian type of artwork. I like the meanings. I love the energy to it. And I'll leave it at the possibilities. 2 of Wands. Under that is completion and the 8 of Wands. So the next 2 decks I'm gonna show, I use them as a pair. The medicine cards I like using with my Lakota Sweat Lodge cards, but those don't want to come out, and I feel like they're going to come out in the colder season. In the colder seasons. I'm trying to go as steady paced as I can because his sister has stuff that they were in the laundry and I'm still here, but I'm going to be quickly going through these. So this bag, I really think it's so cute, but I might get a smaller bag for them to hold separately. It holds my Hazel Moon's Hawaiian Tarot, and I think I'm going to do a review on both of these decks in the future. It comes with a booklet. I'm not sure if they come together or separately because this originally came in a tuck box, but it was very tight, so I ripped it, and now I don't carry it around in that anymore. And they're just not the same size. So I got this in a trade from Party with Snacks. She's on Instagram, so Party with Space Snacks, Space Snacks, SNAX. She has a lot of cool decks, and she is an awesome trader. Tarot trader, not a trader. So these are the mana cards, and I haven't shown you any of the cards from the Hazel Moon Hawaiian Tarot, but I've been loving this deck lately. I'm honestly on the fence about if I'm going to have it on my top 10 because I love the energy and I love the idea of the cards and the meanings of the cards. And I have gone through the book too, out of curiosity, and because there are some locations in Hawaii that she puts in the deck, or a lot of locations, and they just fit so well, and I read very fluently with it. and the Osho Zen I read fluently with, and the Sacred Path cards too, more fluently after getting adjusted to the culture. I feel like this is more of one of my soul decks. And for yoga school, I have talked about it on my Instagram. I don't think I will be going that route because I think that I chose that because I thought it was cool, and I thought it would be nice to add to my herbal studies, but I want to connect to the earth in some way, connect to my spirituality, and I don't think that's for me. Like, we think about the movements and how we move to connect to something, like dancing does. Even modern dancing, they do that too. I don't know if that's for me, yoga, so I am really interested in hula dancing. And now I have done that when I was younger, not professionally, but it was something that was really interesting to me, and I still want to delve into that. And I've seen Moana, and it just feels so natural, and I want to dance with the sun and the moon and the waters and even trees growing and the coconuts falling, that kind of connection. So the mana cards, if I stop it randomly, I may have to redo it because I don't know if she needs to get her clothes, and I feel bad. I'm trying to get through this. So I have one more deck to show and then I'm done. But I love these pink cards. They are the sweetest. And I love the energy and the aloha spirit. I got that last card a lot. Well, I have been getting that card a lot. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry I'm not moving my hair that much, but my hair is wet, and when I try to style it, it gets a little flat and waves weirdly. I took a shower here because it's a treat to have nice shampoo. And this is the book. Again, I'm going to do a review on this. And she gave me stones, but I keep this one with it because I love it's just soft, and the energy is really nice, and it's calming and soothing, nice to meditate with, and it's nice to hold in your hand. It kind of reminds me of a lightning bolt. And she doesn't know what stone it is. I'm thinking it's soapstone, but I'm not sure about it. So I'm still on the hunt for it because I've never seen this one before. But I do like having it. So the last deck that I have is the Power Animal Oracle cards. This is a trade from Mary, and it's upside down, but it took me a while to adjust to it because of the vibrancy of the yellow, but it reminds me of National Geographics, and I've always loved that. This is the book. I didn't know the guy in the back is married to Doreen Virtue, but I do like her decks. Some people don't like them. I think that they're really sweet, and I love the energy to them. I like the books that come with the Oracle decks. I haven't tried her tarot because I am a little distracted by the words at the bottom, but they are pretty. And I like more of a balance with my cards, so I'm not sure if it would do it for me, or I may just not be connected to them. But I really like this, especially for this time of the year. I tend to go for somewhat brighter decks and more of a warmer climate type of deck during this time. I'm pretty sure I'm going to transition into the fall period with the Native American ones. and I feel like the colder it gets, the more the Lakota cards want to come out, because I really love the cardstock and the pictures to it, and the book is nice too. I like how it goes more to the point than some other books that I have where it strays off a little, or it gives you more information than what I'm looking for at the time. I'm a sucker for reference books. I like to read those, but I haven't been reading storybooks for a long time. Okay, and this is the last card that I'm going to show, Dragonfly. And, well, the bottom is the Black Panther, which is actually the first card that was on there before I shuffled it. So, sorry this was a bit rushed. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you in another video.